Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode here of Banish the Doubt. Oftentimes, I'll hear quotes that I think, oh, wow, that's pretty good, and I'll write it down. Things such as others' opinions of me is none of my business. Pretty strong quote to carry with you. And then you come across a quote that stops you in your feet, in your tracks, and you think, whoa, wait a minute. This is one of those times, and this is that quote. You take it however you want to take it. For me, I'm going to read this quote for the rest of my life, as many times as during the day, to remind me of the enormity, the the amount of power that I have. Not an ego type of power, but just the power that I have. You have it. We all have it. And it goes simply like this. You are not a drop of water in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Think about that for a second. I want you to stop for one moment and think of yourself standing on a beach, looking out at the ocean as far as your eyes can take you, straight ahead, as far as your eyes can take you left, as far as your eyes can take you to the right. Think of the enormity of that. That is you. That is the power that you have. This is who you are. This is the source inside of you. Now, I want you to think about how you feel about yourself. What are the words that you use to describe yourself? Are you describing yourself as an amazing and just an unbelievable person with just all kinds of love and happiness and joy and power and vitality and vigor and just love for oneself and everything else on this planet, and that I am capable of anything that I want to do in this world? I can have it. I draw it to me. And if you do that, great. How often do you do that? How often do you look in the mirror and tell that person that I love you? You're wonderful. You're deserving of everything that is good in this world. You're worthy of everything that is worthy being worthy of in this world. I watched a little blip, if you will, like a little video of Mike Tyson when he was growing up, and um, he was brought in by a guy named Gus D'Amato, his ring trainer, his basically like his coach, but they call him a ring man in boxing. And Gus D'Amato adopted Mike, and he told him, he said, in fact, Mike interviewed years later, I guess when D'Amato passed, and said that D'Amato, took Mike and for 2 weeks and said, "You're not going to box." He talked to him, talked to him, and taught him all about the psychological part of boxing, and that boxing is 70% psychological, 30% strength and talent, and that Mike went around talking about, "I am the baddest, I am the best, I am number one, I am the baddest person in the world," or whatever it was. But understand, he was taught this, that this is who he is. Spiritually, Mike talked about this, that it was spiritual within him, that Gus D'Amato took this out of him. He said, this is who you are in the inside. You're not this kid out on the streets, one step away from maybe going to prison for the rest of his life for murder. That's not who you are. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. If you've watched any of my videos prior to this one, if you're new to this channel, this is your first time you're watching it, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because the more people that subscribe to this channel, the broader the reach that we can get to more people in the world to understand this. Okay, if this is your first time watching, hey, give us a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. If you're somebody coming to this channel and you're struggling in any area of your life with this type of understanding of this confidence, go to my channel, click on the link. I'd be honored to work with you and coach you into changing this mindset that you might have that's challenged a little bit from your upbringing. You see, because my friends, if what I asked you in a few moments ago, that you're not looking at yourself and saying, yes, you are worthy of everything that is worthy, that's to be worthy of in this world, deserving of this world. You are all powerful. You are the best. You are number one. That you have this love for yourself and by extension, everything else in this world. If you're not saying that to yourself every single day, then there's something in your childhood that is anchoring you to this notion that you're less than, that you're not the entire ocean in a drop. You're not the enormity of this. You're not that all-encompassing, all-powerful being. Like Jesus said to his disciples, you will do all, you are capable of all that I have done and more. Understand what he was telling. He was telling his disciples back then that you are, if he understood this back then, would have said, you are the entire ocean in a drop. It's who you are. It's who we all are. We are a part of that source energy, the energy that creates worlds. It's who you are. It's who we are. This is why, okay, if you are living in an apartment or a house or just wherever you're at, you have interior plants and you put it near a window, you will notice over time that the plant starts to orient itself and bend towards the light, because that's who the plant is attached to. It's attached to that light. That's what's inside of you. The drop of you are the entire ocean in a drop. This is who you are. If the words you use are less than that, it's because you're not thinking of yourself in that way. Again, I'm not talking about walking around talking to other people saying, you know who I am? I mean, I'm the greatest person out there. It's not braggadocio style. It's not a ego. It's not that's a false self. This is an all-encompassing knowing that I am enough. I am deserving. I am worthy of everything that is deserving, to be deserving of, to be worthy of. Okay? Whatever it is that's inside of you, right now, watching this video, that you are thinking about, only if I would do this, only if I would have that, only if I would attract this. Stop, take 5 minutes of your day and see yourself as already having that, because you already do. It already exists. The fact that you don't have it is because you're not thinking of yourself on that level. You're not energetically up to the level of whatever that is. I've talked about this in the past. Think about just over my shoulder here on the wall, or maybe it's right behind the pad here, is a thermostat. Okay? And I would like for you to think of yourself as setting your success thermostat at, say, 67 degrees. Okay? The life that is inside of you, that is available to you right now, the thermostat setting is, let's say, 90 or 120 degrees. Every time you talk about and you see yourself there, you're there for a moment. You get excited, but then you come back down to 67, because your internal dialogue, the way you talk about yourself, the way you see yourself internally, is at 67 degrees, because your life, your caregivers, the society, the people you surround yourself with, the environment you are surrounded by, that wherever you live, the community that you live in, the average temperature, success temperature is set at 67 degrees. Those that live at 90 and 100 and 120 and 150 and 200 degrees is because their mindset is there. Their success thermostat is set there. You, the more you see yourself and talk to yourself and carry yourself, and as many times throughout the day, remind yourself that this is who you are, then slowly that thermostat rises. And it rises and it stays there. And you start noticing it because opportunities start to appear within your life. People start to appear. Not that they've never been there before, they have been. You can now see them. Okay, the opportunities you can now see. It's always been there, but now you can see it. You talk about, you maybe heard me in a previous episode, a video talk about how money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I see money coming to me at all times from known and unknown sources. And then last week, walking my dog, saw a $10 bill on the ground. I immediately thanked the universe for this symbol of, yes, it hears me. I am connecting to it. Now, it could have been a nickel. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to grab it and say thank you because it's reminding me that, yes, money does come to me easily and just like you, easily and effortlessly. You have been conditioned, my friends, you have been conditioned to believe that you have to struggle for money. You have to work hard for money. You have to grind for success. You have to burn the midnight oil, right? Burn the candle at both ends. You have to work hard. You have to struggle to earn. Notice the difference. Earn money. Earn versus attract. We don't earn anything. We attract money to us. Okay? We get a job, J-O-B, just over broke. And we get a job with a boss. And the boss reinforces our addiction to judgment within our life, that somebody is judging us, somebody's looking over at us and making sure we're doing our job right, we're performing right, versus saying, I am my boss. I am in control of my life. I am the one who sets the thermostat setting of success in my life. The old thinking is you look at a politician and say, oh, they're the leader of the country. You are the leader of your own country. You are the mayor. You are the council person. You are the senator. You are the president of your country here. Okay? Jesus talked about, he said, the only kingdom, true kingdom in this world will not be built by hands. The only temple in the kingdom, the only temple will not be built by hands. It's here, and this is what we call it. We call them what? We call these temples. There's a reason why it's called a temple, because this is right here. This is the kingdom that he referred to. How clean, how orderly do you keep that kingdom? How organized is that kingdom? How organized are the thoughts within inside this temple, within inside this kingdom? You're the one who does this. Okay? From this video on, my intention is that you take this information and understand you're the one creating the community that you live in. You're the one creating the environment, the people. You're attracting the people into your community, into your environment. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that if you aspire to be more, to have more, to live a life of more money, more success, more health, healthier life, wealthier life, more abundance, more prosperity, then understand you are the one right now creating that life. You either continue to live in the life that you're living now, and if you're here listening to this and you're looking at, I want more, you, you found this video found you. You're here for a reason. So the fact that you're watching this and you're watching it this long tells me that yes, there is more. You know there's more to your life. So start building that life now. Start seeing and embracing this, that you are the entire ocean in a drop. Right here, I had notes, as you can see on this pad. I don't even need that. The second I saw that quote, I said, I have everything I'm going to talk about, because some of that is about this. Okay. But understand that everything that you bring into your world right now, the conversations you have, if you gossip, if your conversations are sort of cyclical, meaning they're the same ones, just maybe different, you're interchangeable parts, okay, as far as conversation, but essentially the same conversation, just sort of recycled all the time. You're the one bringing this into your world, okay? The music you listen to, from this point forward, I want you to listen to the lyrics. What's the messaging behind there? If the music you listen to is not uplifting, okay, if it's not helping you to raise that thermostat, okay, the thermostat of your life, the conversations you're having, be around them. Okay, the holidays are coming. You can be around them, but I would like for you to be more aware, sort of observe from a detached position, okay, a detached perspective. I'm watching the conversations. I'm listening. I can hear the words, but I can hear the messaging behind the words. Very key. Hear the words, but hear what's the message behind the words. And when you do this, you're going to understand. You're going to be able to see people, okay, and see where they're at, where you used to be, the position in your life you no longer aspire to be at. You're going to embrace them and understand they're at where they're at because they're asleep. They don't understand. It's not your job to wake them up. Key. Do not, under any circumstances, do never tell anybody what you're learning and what you're going to do. Because why do I say this? I say this because 99.9999999 times out of 100, they're going to react from where? The position that they're in, the mindset that they're in. Okay? So, so to recap, you are not a drop of water in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You're going to talk to yourself from that perspective, that you are the entire ocean, the enormity of that, the power of that, the beauty of that, the depth of knowledge, the depth of self-love within that. You're going to talk to yourself, see yourself as that, carry yourself that way, interact with others from this point of view, from this perspective. Again, not ego, but a self-assured, foundationally speaking perspective that I am enough, I am worthy, I am deserving, I am self-assured and confident. This is who I am. You're going to understand that your thermostat, the setting where you are going to be at, where you aspire to be at, where the people who live that type of a life, not necessarily money, but just any a totality of that, of money, of abundance, of prosperity, of confidence, of self-assuredness, all of that. I can go on, but just that here, you're rising up to that. You're going to understand that how I think in each moment. Am I thinking from this perspective or this perspective? Okay, number three, when you're around those people in your life now, we're going to understand that we're going to look at them, we're going to interact with them from a detached perspective, understanding who they are, where they're at, love them for who they are and where they're at. The ones who used to trigger you, get under your skin, as society would say, we now understand that it's never them. They're just reflecting back to us who we used to be. That old man that the Bible talks about, that we used to be. And if we do get triggered from time to time, we understand we're going to be gentle with ourselves and understand this is not a sprint. This is a marathon, step by step. We can do this little by little. I would like for you to think of it this way. This is an illustration I think that really sorts to kind of brings it home. And I'll end with this. I would like for you to picture yourself walking on a sidewalk, and unbeknownst to you, your foot, your shoe, you step on a gooey piece of gum. Let's say it's hot outside and it's gooey. And as you pull your foot, your shoe away, what happens, right? The gum stretches out. It stays on your foot, okay, the bottom of your shoe, but it's also still here on the sidewalk. Okay, so it's here and it's still here. And in between, right, are the strands of gum. Understand what you stepped on is where you used to be. It's who you are now coming to this video. Understanding that this life that you're used to be on, you understand now, like, well, I don't want to be part of that. I understand now how to get away from that. And as you pull away, or you attempt to pull away, those strands of gum are still there, or holding on. This is when you're wanting, or you're having these conversations. You maybe at work tomorrow, or whatever it may be, or around family, and you catch yourself, and that's the old. I want you to think of that. That's just a strand of gum wanting me to stay. Doesn't want me to leave. Wants me to stay because that's comfortable. That's soft and gooey. It's comfortable, right? But you're going again. The thermostat up here. I want you to think of it that way. Okay. So as we start to snip away those strands of gum, eventually we get to the point where we snip that one strand and we're free. And we're here, we're up here. We are that person that understands where we used to be. Could be soon, could be a couple of days, could be a couple of hours, could be a couple of weeks, could be the end of this year, whatever. Could take years. There's no timetable with this. But this is the awareness. This is the understanding that you're going to take with you from this video forward for the rest of your life. Again, if there's anything going on that you would like to have conversations about, coaching, I'm offering coaching. Go to my channel, click on the link, and I'd be honored to coach you. If you're new, click on the subscription button and the notification bell. Please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this video has helped you. Please share it with as many people as you can, because again, the broader, the more people around the world see these types of videos, the healthier, the more abundant, the more prosperous, and the best way to say it is the healthier this world, this globe becomes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again the next time.